Hi, my name is Leah. Today we're going to be doing a 10-minute wind down, nice easy flow that you can do before bed or anytime you're just wanting a more slow and relaxing yoga session. So we're going to start in a kneeling position. You can be in the middle of your mat, just comfortably kneeling, sitting on your heels, and just start to get grounded and become mindful of where you're at and start to let go of the things that you might have to do later or the stresses that the day has brought on, and become nice and relaxed. Take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Maybe you could do some wrist circles here, undo some of the phone or computer time that you've done during the day, and some neck circles. Start to engage your pranayama breath. So in through the nose and out through your nose. And you'll feel the warmth that that brings to the center of your body and the back of your throat. On your next inhale, place your hands shoulders width apart on the ground and get into a tabletop position, so your knees are going to track underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide so that you can evenly distribute your weight amongst your hands and fingers. And from tabletop, we're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow. So on your next inhale, drop your belly, take your gaze up, cow pose. And exhale, round your spine, gaze to the back of the mat, cat. Back to cow, inhale, look up. Exhale, round your spine, cat. Let's do 2 more rounds of cat and cow. After your exhale, come to a neutral spine and just take your gaze over your right shoulder toward the back of the mat and feel a gentle stretch through your left side body. Exhale, back to center. And on your inhale, gaze over your left shoulder, feeling the stretch through your right side body. Exhale, back to center. We're going to do balancing table. So lift your right hand up, have it pointed to the front of the room, and plug your arm back into your shoulder socket. Get balanced here, and then when you're feeling steady, you can lift and extend your left leg. Keep your foot flexed, and just hold this position. You want to feel a long line from your arm to your leg. Keep that leg lifted, engaging your back left muscles, and just hold this for a few breaths. On your next exhale, release your arm and then your knee down to the ground. Notice the difference that you may feel in either side. And let's do the other arm, the other leg. So left arm reaches out like you're going to shake someone's hand. Plug your shoulder back into the socket. Get nice and rooted through your right hand and left knee. And on your inhale, lift your right leg up. Nice and straight, foot flexed, engaging your glutes, your abs, and just hold and breathe into this pose. On your exhale, arm comes back down to the mat, knee to follow. Inhale, sit down onto your heels, child's pose. Head can touch the ground, and breathe. Crawl your fingertips over to the right side of your mat, maybe off of your mat, and feel a stretch through your left side of your arm and your shoulder, even your waist. Inhale, come back through center, and then crawl your fingertips over to the left side. On your inhale, come back through center, come up to tabletop position, tuck your toes under and lift your hips back and up to downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet and your hips here. Maybe take a big bite of air and release your jaw. On your next inhale, come forward to a high plank position, top of a push-up. And then on your exhale, release everything to the ground at once. Untuck your toes. Hands stay tracking underneath your shoulders. Inhale, cobra, look up. Engage your back body. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck your toes under, lift up through plank to downward facing dog. Hips rising up, pressing through all 10 fingers. Working on getting our heels towards the mat, but it's okay if you're not quite there. On your next exhale, hop or walk your feet up to meet your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can stay on your shins or on the ground, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold, Uttasana. On your inhale, rise all the way up, hands above head, and bring your hands down through center to prayer. From here, release your hands down by your side. Come to face the side of the room so that you're facing the long end of your mat. You're gonna take a big step wide so that we can come into a wide-legged forward fold. Slightly pigeon toe your feet in a bit. And hinging forward at your hips, you're going to fold forward, and you can either have your hands placed out in front of you, or you can reach for the outsides of your feet or ankles. You can keep a slight bend in your knees here to avoid any pressure on your knees. And just hang and release any tension that you might have in your neck or your upper back. If it feels comfortable, you could grab opposite elbows and even slightly rock side to side. On your inhale, hands touch the ground and walk your feet in a little bit so that they're just a little bit wider than hips width apart. And you're gonna sit down into a squat, a Malasana squat. Your elbows are on the inside of your knees, and you can press your hands together into prayer and sit into your heels. On your inhale, hands come down to the earth, press up all the way to stand, hands above your head. Exhale, release your hands down by your side, shake everything out. Come to stand at the front of your mat and slowly take a seat all the way down onto your glutes and prepare for Savasana, our final resting pose. So lie all the way onto your back. Your hands are just tracing down by your sides. You can keep your palms facing up to release your shoulders. Your feet can be splayed out to the side a bit, releasing your hips, and just relax here for the final few minutes of class.
I just wanted to say a special thank you to our friends at Wade Studio for letting us use their beautiful space here. If you're in the Toronto area, you should definitely check them out at wadestudio.ca.